Okay, so this is a second video I've made from the most recent updates. So we'll start off with the solar panel, or at least in this case the solar regulator, which you can see here. And you also see, if I can show you, that is the leisure battery, which is actually basically a power pack, a ring power pack. It's pretty good, but basically because it's got an inverter as well, it's got a compressor air and things like that, so you can take it out of the vehicle and use it anywhere you want. It's got light in there as well, but I basically use it as a power pack and an inverter. And basically my solar panel, just as you can see, it's just a cigarette lighter socket. It just goes into there and that charges it like so, straight through there, which obviously makes contact with the battery. So that works absolutely fine, and it gives enough power for what I need to use it for. I can power my 12-volt TV, and I can use all the lights and charge phones and stuff like that. So that solar regulator there is connected to a 40-watt solar panel, which is a tiny little solar panel really, but it's good enough for what I need to use it for. So what I did was, I didn't want to bolt it to the roof of the van, and I didn't really have any room, because basically I wanted to put this roof box on the van to give me more storage, because obviously there's no more storage inside. So basically I put it on top of the roof box. So that's basically put on top of the roof box, bolted through, and then the wire travels all the way to the back and then makes its way through into the vehicle, and then goes all the way through the roof, all the way down the side there, and then joins up with the regulator and then connected to the battery. So it only charges up the leisure battery. I haven't connected it to charge the vehicle battery, because I didn't see the point, because I use the vehicle so much. The battery just gets charged up, the car battery gets charged up when I go along. So it basically just keeps my leisure battery topped up, and even though it's a very cloudy day, it still seems to be charging absolutely fine. So on with the electrics here. Basically just got a simple control panel here. Switch it on. So it's at 14 volts, so it's putting quite a lot of voltage in, a lot of charge in the solar panel at the moment. On this little control panel, a little bit difficult to see, but we have got USB sockets, and then there's a 12-volt socket in there as well for powering my TV or any other 12-volt devices. Also along this panel here, switch here, I put some mood lights basically. The mood lights, I put these blue LED lights all along the floor here, so you can see them when you come in the van. And then over here we've got mood lights that you can see under that side and under that side, and then you can see them along the floor there. And when the van's completely dark at night, it looks pretty cool, so it's nice to have on when you're watching a film or something. That was really easy to do and quite cheap. So, the other lights I put in, so here's the speakers. Basically with these speakers here, all I did, these are computer speakers, because I wanted basically a simple cable to plug my phone in and just play the speakers through here. We've got the same on the other side. It works pretty well, and that runs off 240 volts, so that comes off the inverter, which is on the power pack. And then over here we've got light switches for the roof lights above, and they work really, really well. They give really decent amount of light. And then finally I wanted some more lighting towards the back of the van, so these lights here, you can see one there and one there. Basically these I got these lights from eBay, I think it was, and all they are USB powered lights. So all I did was basically get a converter, so the standard thing that you have in the car. So these run off 5 volts, so 5 volts goes into a little converter that runs then off 12 volts, and basically they're just wired up above there under this paneling, and they work perfectly fine. I think they're about sort of £8 each or something like that, and you can dim them as well. You just push the button once, twice, so you just keep pushing it, makes it brighter or dimmer, and then hold it down, it turns it off. So they're really, really good, useful reading lights. You can also use them if you're cooking at the back here at night time, if it's nice summer weather. Hold that down, that turns it off. As far as the rest of the electrical things go, I didn't want to make a hole in the side of the van for the two 40-volt sockets for the mains hookup. So basically all I've got is this reel here. This connection here goes for your mains hookup when you're at the campsite, connects to the electric reel here, and then just makes its way through the van here, and then I can plug what I want to in here. And you can power with the fridge off 240 volts when you're at the campsite, and then this one goes off 12 volts and then just basically goes into the car cigarette lighter socket. And then you've got the power pack there, which sits in there quite snugly. And then there's also other storage I managed to find under here for the rams and things like that. And then also I fitted just a 240 volt socket here, which is for the heater. So just a little electric heater will sit there, and then you don't have wires traipsing over there, so basically you can just plug it straight in there. Okay, so that's all the electric modifications I've done.